We talked about doing things blindfolded in the beginning.
You serious?
So guess what's coming?
I have your tool set here for you. I think you're gonna need it soon.
Okay. So what is up, guys? I have a special guest here with me, Mr. MJ.
Thanks for having me, man.
Both of us are going to scape with a little twist, with a couple twists.
What do you have in store for me, man?
So MJ is gonna scape his tank, and you're gonna see this on my channel. I'm gonna scape a tank, you're gonna see it on his channel.
Okay.
And both videos going live at the same time, so after watching one, just continue watching the other. Simple as that. Limited time.
Yeah.
They're gonna be limited budget.
Okay.
And they're gonna be unexpected challenges. Guys, we have limited time, like I said. We are going shopping. Let's go, let's go. Nice.
This looks really good.
Mark, keep the time.
I know.
Yeah.
They have good options, but
Yeah,
I'm also thinking about the budget, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to spend too much. Of a peanut vida.
So guys, we just came here from the shopping, and Mark, how was it? Was it stressful? Have you found everything you needed?
It was a little bit stressful because you were like, Mark, time is running, but the shop was really nice. They had a good selection, and yeah, they had some really nice rocks here. I found these black
pagoda, yeah.
We don't have this in the Netherlands, so I was like, I'm definitely using that. I found a really nice plant selection. We have some Micranthema micranthomoides, Polgestemon helveri, Rotala macarandra, Rotala bonsai, Hygrophila pinnatifida, and Eleocharis pusilla. Oh, and a little portion of moss.
Yeah, a little moss, always. And I saw this wood, which is black.
Yeah.
More wood, or what is that? I don't know, it looks very fancy.
I mean, you know me, I like to use rocks and wood in my layout, so this is, yeah, it's just basically just spider wood, but it's black. I quite like it. I've used it a few times already, but
yeah, it looks really cool. It's like one of these perfect pieces where you see, you have an instant idea.
You saw me struggling a little bit, and then I saw this piece and I was like, that's the one.
Okay, Mark, then you selected some cosmetic sands and substrate from my stash.
Right, so you had a pretty good selection of sands from Rio. I like to use Rio stuff as well, so we're kind of familiar with the products. So we have some small gravel. This is Rio Sable. I don't know how to pronounce it. We have some Rio Cimarron sand. We have Heaven sand.
Yeah.
All these names, man, they're,
okay.
yeah.
I see a little APT Starter. You like using it?
I've used it a few times. It's good. I mean, I'm always about making sure that the substrate is, I want a good substrate, you know?
Enrich
substrate.
Yeah,
that's just going to make your life a lot easier.
Upgrades every soil substrate. Over here we have some soil. And yeah, if you like testing APT products, check the link and a special discount code in the description below. Mark, I would say we should put a timer on the clock. You have...
First challenge.
How many minutes? You know what? We're just gonna see how long Mark takes, and the faster the better.
Okay.
I would say 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Okay, ready to get started. First thing, I'm gonna pour in some aqua soil. So what is this, like a 1 liter jug? I think to start that should be enough. Already gonna ask my assistant to pass me his soil brush. Look at this fancy tool bag. All right, so simple hardscape, we literally just have 4 pieces, 3 rocks, 1 piece of wood, so it shouldn't take too long. It's a little bit difficult for me escaping from the bag. I don't usually do that.
Yeah, you can turn around if you have to.
Yeah, we're gonna make it happen. So this one is quite long and flat, so this one should definitely go all the way in the front. I'm thinking of doing a little bit of a cosmetic foreground. I call it a cosmetic sand in the foreground. Quite like how that looks already. Piece of wood. So if you guys are familiar with my tanks, I'm a big fan of triangular style layouts. So obviously with this one, we can do exactly the same thing. We can have, for example, do it this way and have tall stem plants on this side going down that way. Or we could swap the piece of wood around and do it the other way. Okay, I think we're already onto something here. I quite like how the wood is kind of going that way. We have a small branch in the foreground here, we have a small branch in the foreground here.
What about the branch in the back, the one that kind of lays on the soil? It's not
this
going to be
one-
visible. Do you want to relocate it? I have some tools.
We could snap it off and attach it again somewhere else.
That's what I'm talking about, because it's going to be wasted.
Yeah, that's true. I think I could actually
It's hard.
break it. No, let's use some tools.
I hope it works with this one.
Yep.
Easy.
Easy. Okay, so let's put it back in the same position that it was. Sort of like this. And then this little piece. We could either attach it somewhere over here.
I like that.
That is nice. Or on the other side.
I think I like that more.
Yeah, right, kind of extending it
Yeah, exactly.
in that way.
I like that.
I like that as well. Thank you. Cotton pads and liquid super glue
Yeah.
is the best.
What type of super glue are you using here?
Microbe-Lift, Plantscaper liquid, but this is a prototype.
Yeah, it's not out yet.
So I just have a tiny piece of cotton pad in my tweezers. And I'm just gonna find pieces where there are spaces where the wood is connecting to the rocks. Kind of wedge it in between there. Make sure the cotton pad is kind of stuck in there already. Add a few drops of liquid super glue. Wait a few seconds. Should be completely stuck. And then just repeat the process a couple of times.
Are we ready yet to introduce the first challenge? So
I'm not sure if I'm ready. man.
how many more glue spots do we need?
I think I'm almost done. Maybe one more.
One more. Okay. So the next glue spot, MJ just standing on your left feet.
Do we have a camera shot of my legs?
Yeah. For the OnlyFans account. Or for channel members.
Channel members only.
Channel members only. Okay, you can put your right feet down.
I think we're done gluing. So now I have 4 spots. One on this rock, one on this rock. And then the smaller piece is just attached it to this rock. And I think... Yeah, it's still wiggling a little bit, but... It's not going to be floating up for sure. Okay, so the hardscape is now completely stuck together. So I think I'm just going to add in a little bit more soil, because right now, I don't know if you guys can see that, we just have quite a thin layer in the back. For planting, I definitely want a little bit more, so just a little bit more soil in. Guys, I made a mistake. We just told you what we got for the entire build. APT Start. This is supposed to go underneath the substrate. We completely forgot about it. But it's okay, because I've glued the entire hardscape structure, so I can actually take it out, pour the soil in a jug or something. Just a little mistake because you were rushing me.
Nah, always
Just blame it on Jurijs.
just blame on me.
Alright, so APT Start. In here we just have some nutrients, some beneficial bacteria. Kind of just helps with starting up the aquarium. And kind of, I've used it a few times now, and kind of helps to avoid the really intense startup algae, you know? So we'll just sprinkle this on the bottom. I'm gonna keep most of it in the back because I'm gonna have cosmetic sand in the foreground. So let's kind of brush it away. Okay, that was easy. Let's pour the soil back in. So now we are back on track. Just kind of distributing the soil a little bit. Okay, so I would say Hardscape is done. Cosmetic sand is gonna go in later. All the gravel is gonna go in later. So I think we are ready for planting, right? I have a feeling there's another challenge coming up.
Your feeling might be right.
Okay.
Okay. So Mark, what would you say, which plant is going to be most difficult to put into the tank?
I would say the one that I'm starting right now.
So you have to finish with left hand.
Finish with left hand?
Yes, and you're right-handed. Good luck.
So I have to put the pincet in my left hand?
Yes.
What are you saying? Okay, no, I can do it. This challenge is definitely more difficult than standing on my left feet though. Okay, so I'm planting the pearlweed. This is gonna go in all the way in the back right corner basically. This one's gonna grow quite fast, gonna grow quite tall. So this will start the highest point of the triangle and then we'll slope it down that way. Okay, I think that's enough of the pearlweed. So can I switch back to my right hand?
Yes.
Thank you. Next up, we have the Rotala Macarandra. So we just started with a green plant. I like to have a lot of contrast. So next up, we have a red plant. Now, next to the Macarandra, I'm going to plant a little bit of Rotala bonsai. So we again have a green plant. Okay, I have a little bit of Rotala bonsai left over. And I think I want to plant a little bit on this side, just in front of the pearlweed, just to kind of make a transition towards the foreground. Let me swap the tank around again. So we have pearlweed, we have Rotala Macarandra, Rotala bonsai. Still have an empty spot left here. Because we're doing a triangle, that kind of has to be the lowest section as well. So I'm thinking of using a little bit of dwarf hairgrass. I have to say, I actually really like this size aquarium. I mean, it's not too small, not too big. Still a decent size if you want to add some nano fish. And you don't spend too much on materials.
So, before it gets a little bit boring here, I have another challenge for you. So I have two plants behind my hand prepared for you. Surprise, surprise. One is in the left and the other one is in the left as well because I have to hold the microphone. But basically one is more on the left than the other one. You can choose the left or the right, and depending which one you choose, you're gonna get it, and you have to incorporate at least a little bit of this plant in the aquarium. So which one are you gonna choose?
I'll choose the right.
The right one. Hygrophila araquaia.
Ah, that works, man.
You happy with the choice?
Of course.
The other would have been Bluxo japonica.
Blix.
You wanna?
No.
No change?
I'm good.
Okay.
This is not a challenge. You're actually making my scape better. Okay. I'll use it right away. Right, so the plant sits in this weird and a kind of like tea-colored, nutrient-rich liquid. We don't want this, so we could dump it. But I'm just first going to wash the plant in this clean water. Kind of just rinse it off, so we don't get any of this liquid in the tank, you know. So plant is rinsed. Now we can just dump this liquid. And then just start dividing the plant into portions. So the reason I'm quite happy with the Hygrophila araquaia is because besides the Rotala Macarandra, I have quite a lot of green plants. So this will provide just a little bit more color to the layout, you know. So thank you, Jurijs. Okay, so we've used a little bit of the Hygrophila araquaia. Next up, I'm going to use the Hygrophila pinnatifida. This one is from in vitro, so it always kind of looks a little bit weird, but I'm sure it will start growing.
Can I introduce another challenge?
No, you cannot introduce another challenge.
This is not how it works, Mark. Okay, we talked about doing things blindfolded in the beginning.
You serious?
So guess what's coming?
Where's the blindfold?
Huh?
Are you doing it?
You are doing it blindfolded.
Okay.
Are you gonna use glue?
Glue?
Yeah, we have protective gloves.
There's a little gap here in between the rock and the wood. So I think this is the largest portion.
It is the wrong spot, Mark. You're just ruining the whole scape.
Right
Mark,
spot.
what are you doing? Stop.
And then there's another gap somewhere over here.
I think you just shifted the wood.
You stop talking. So the second portion goes in that gap. And that should be the Hygroflapinate Vida done. Okay, can I continue? Can I continue as normal?
Until the next challenge.
There's still an empty spot over here. And I'm going to fill that in with the Polgestomon Helferi.
So Mark, what do you think? How many more challenges may I have for you?
Well, there's not that much left to do, so if you have more challenges, then
You feel safe?
you need to... If you want to do more challenges, you need to hurry up because I'm almost done actually. Assistant, do you have some gel super glue for me?
Of course I do.
And in the meantime, can I also have the water spray bottle? Good catch. So I'm just going to put a little bit of gel super glue in between those two small branches. And then I'll take a little piece of Christmas moss. And that's enough. It's going to start spreading out more in a matter of days. So I think I'm done with the planting. So the final step is to kind of finish up the foreground with the cosmetic sand, the gravel, and I think we actually have two types of sand. So let's do that right now. So I'm going to start with the largest, basically the largest gravel. This is the Sablé from WEO. And I'm going to place this a little bit in those gaps where we have some soil coming forward as well. Just kind of create a little barrier, you know. So I'm going to add a little bit over here. Quite like how the gravel looks. Not sure if it works well with the pagoda stone, but yours didn't really have that much available, so gotta work with what we have.
Mark, I'm sorry. I have to interrupt you again. Another challenge.
Okay, why not?
Okay.
Just keep them coming. I don't mind.
Okay, I have two tools for you. One is in my right back pocket, and one is in my left back pocket. I think you've just seen the right one.
No, I've not.
No, in this monitor. Anyway, you have to choose a tool that you're gonna use to put in the Cimarron sand. Left or right?
I'm gonna go for the right again.
Right again? Like before it was left, but anyway, this is the tool for you. Or in my right pocket. And
nice one. You did clean it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No worries. I don't mind, guys. Just keep those challenges coming. Whoa. Okay. In my ladle, I have some gravel, so I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top of the small pebbles. What tool do you have for me for the heaven sand?
So it was a big tool. Now we have a small tool.
This is really working out well. What is this? What do you use this for?
Measuring supplements or so.
Supplements. I really feel like you don't really understand the concept of challenges.
Okay, Mark, so we are running out of time. You have literally 60 seconds left, the last minute. Please finish up.
I just want to clean the glass for the viewers.
Yeah, I see you used all the plants. This is great. Please clean the glass for the viewers. Make sure the sand in the foreground, everything looks nice for your sort of final results.
Move this out of the way.
All right, you did it within time. Good job, Mark.
did it.
Well, it's time for the big reveal. Let's show it. So, as a future owner of this aquarium, I have to say, Mark, you did a great job.
Yeah, I like it.
I really like it. It's very natural. It's a typical MJ.
Yeah, right. Simple hardscape. Simple hardscape, lots of beautiful plants.
Yeah. And a little bit of a Dutch style in the back, lots of colorful plants, lots of stems. Already looking forward to maintain it. What would you say I should pay attention to when maintaining this aquarium?
Like I mentioned, I want to do a triangular shape with the plants as well. So keep the Microbe-Lift as the tallest plant in the background, and then just kind of slowly cut it at an angle, That's basically the only thing.
As promised in the beginning, we have a very special giveaway for you brought by ULTUM Nature Systems. This is a UNS 3N signed both by MJ and myself, and it can be yours. The giveaway is worldwide. When I do a follow-up video on those 2 tanks in a couple of weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, both MJ and I are gonna pick a random comment from, he's gonna pick on his channel, I'm gonna pick on my channel a random comment, so make sure to comment on both videos to double your chances. And then on camera,
We'll do a little FaceTime call.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little FaceTime call, put the names on pieces of paper, and kind of draw the winner.
I think that's nice. I think that's cool. Man, this was a lot of fun. I enjoyed setting up a tank in your space, your gallery. Professional setup with all the cameras.
I heard rumors you're gonna have your own similar space very soon. Spoiler!
Spoiler alert.